Well, those of you who are wondering, I'm in California, Northern California, just outside Sacramento for the holidays and enjoying some California winter, which oddly enough seems very cold in context, but certainly not the cold of Colorado. But all of that wonder aside, I was just thinking this morning about waking up and being alive. And how I watched last night a great movie. It's an old movie from 1993 called Groundhog Day. And what an incredibly spiritual movie that is, with what a wonderful lesson tied into it. Bill Murray kind of learns the lesson that selfishness and trying to seek out and build our own pleasure doesn't work within its own context. And he learns by the end of the movie that really the meaning of life is building community with each other, loving each other, being someone who looks out for the needs of others and tries to be there for them. And it got me to think about, my own self in my own body here, and the way I use my body. If we use our body for our own pleasures, chances are it gets sick, it gets fat, it gets whatever, and it hardens our character. And whatnot, just from my own experience. I'm not saying it's that way for everyone. But that, in general, if you live for your own self, that there's suffering in that, because there's expectation and there's hunger and there's thirst, and none of the things that give satisfaction to us in that form last. So you kind of put yourself on a treadmill. And the more your desires, the faster that treadmill goes. And getting off that treadmill is almost impossible. And so I was watching that movie and just trying to learn the lesson just from watching it, seeing it demonstrated in front of me, to understand that even my body is not here to consume. It's a vehicle for expressing a divine principle, which we talk about quite a bit. But in a real way, to wake up and understand that your body is your method of being able to reach out. It's the tools that you have to express love, to give love, and to open your eyes to the needs of the people around you. And that our own needs will naturally be fulfilled through that. But we don't do things for that. We let our own satisfaction sort of be a byproduct of a healthy living, of loving living. And I've decided to really add that to my morning routine. Just to remember that I wake up in this body and it's not mine for me, right? It's mine for you and for the world and for the people around me, and to really make that an ideal, to establish myself in that. And let my own contentment, let my own happiness just be a byproduct of living a loving life.